Today I'm going to talk to you about coaches who are stuck in the desert. And this is not an analogy in terms of coaches in Dubai, or maybe it is, because I see a lot of fitness coaches who are completely stagnant in their business, and they have been for the last 2 to 3 years. Everyone talks about hitting 10, 20, 30K a month like it's the finishing line, but really this is just a start in my opinion, because this is when you actually have proof of concept. And something you need to think about, which is what most people have inverted. When it gets easy is when you need to go hard. And the reality is that if you start to stagnate and you stop learning and you start taking your foot off the gas, you will fall backwards very quickly, because the half-life of information right now is quicker than ever before. I had a call actually today with a client who left our program maybe 12 months ago. They were very successful then. And then they've come back again today, 12 months later. And what really shocked me was the fact that how much has changed in the industry and in what we teach in the last 12 months. It's like a different world in a different era. And if you are not learning the latest information, you will be the coach stuck in the desert here in Dubai with a business that is struggling and failing and going backwards, and you end up having to get a job or become a personal trainer again. And this is where you have to understand that putting yourself in a position where you're constantly exposed to the right information is the thing that's going to allow you to move forwards faster and remove your anxiety. The reason most people's businesses are in this position where they're stuck in the proverbial desert, or actually as Alex Ramosi calls it, the business swamp where they don't scale, is you're wearing all the hats. You're the content creator, you're the coach, you're the CEO, chief everything officer. Like, you think you're happy because you've got clients, money's coming in, but are you really? Because you don't have freedom. You can't do what you want, when you want, with who you want, because you have a job and a prison that you built for yourself. And the reality is, you have a sales call at 6 p.m. you have to take. You've got a check-in that you haven't done. And all these things start to compound and they weigh on your mind, but they don't actually give you the freedom where you want, because you're scaling effort and not systems. And this is where people get stuck. And this is really what being stuck in the desert feels like. Now, the problem is that most coaches think more effort fixes the problem. More effort actually just makes the problem bigger, because it's the same from Albert Einstein. It's like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And the reality is, you don't have a coaching problem, you have an infrastructure problem. The way your business is set up, the way your people and processes are set up, or lack of, is the problem that's kind of holding you back. And you need help, and you need good help, but that costs money. But you've got a fearful mindset that's holding you back. And I've had that multiple times in my own business where I've got this problem, I know I need to pay someone to fix it, but I don't really want to. And you just got to rip the Band-Aid off, dude. It's like ignorance tax is the exact word I would use. You could call it employment tax if you want. And if you're a coach stuck in the desert in Dubai, you actually don't pay tax. And if you want a true story, I actually have spent more in speeding fines this year in Dubai than having tax, which is kind of ironic. But the big thing you have to understand is that there's you being afraid to hire someone. Okay, you could hire someone that doesn't work. Look, okay, fine. You might lose some money and you get rid of them. Or you do hire someone, it works, your business grows, you make more money. Because this is all you need to think about. You are 3 hires away from the exact business you want, fulfilling everything. Essentially, this is all you need in the business. You need a traffic person, someone who can get you eyeballs, can help you with content, can help you run ads, whatever. You need a salesperson, a person who can convert that traffic into sales. And 3 is you need the fulfillment, coaching, operations person. This is kind of the person who gets client results and basically keeps you out of jail if things kind of going bad. And the reality is, you're spinning around the wheel right now, trying to protect your profit margin. And ultimately what's happening is you're just getting burnt out, doing the same thing over and over again. And this is where you're stuck, but you call it stable. The reality is, stability isn't what you want, growth is what you want. And if you think being stable is actually growth, inflation is like 5-10% a year. If you're not growing 10% a year, you're actually going backwards. And that's when you need to flip the switch in your brain and actually really reevaluate where you are. Option number 3 is what most coaches pick when it's looking with their business for what they should be doing. And that's essentially, let me optimize what I've got. I'll just keep setting some DMs myself. I'll keep taking the calls. I'll keep coaching all the clients. I can maybe just save 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Dude, that's not going to change anything. You're going to have the same position you're in right now. You're just going to be 12 months older. And that's not scaling a business. That's a freelance prison. And I see the same cycle happen over and over again. And ultimately, think about this right now. Probably the thing you're afraid to do in your business is the thing you need to do. And the reason you're afraid to do it is because it's going to be an identity shift for you to get there. And ultimately, for you to get to the next level, it's going to be unraveling some of the things that hold you back in terms of limiting beliefs. We actually have a lot of clients come to us because we're very good at building teams, which is why we're very good at helping scale business to very large numbers, because business is a team sport. And this is where you actually have to think about what do you actually need in the business. You need to stop solving problems like a coach and think like a business owner. You need to actually understand, like, how can I delegate delivery properly? Sorry, a second. How can I delegate delivery properly and still get client results, keep retention high, and get world-class transformations to build my business without you doing everything? Do you have a lead system so you're not waking up every single day paranoid you're not going to have leads coming through? If you don't, you need to build the optimal selling system, which is what we help install into coaches' businesses. And thirdly, you eventually want to remove yourself from sales. And this is when you have the magical trifecta of the optimal selling system, where leads come in, someone closes them, someone coaches them, you're not involved. You are then the business owner and operator. And this is exactly what we've helped over 18 coaches do to scale over to over 100K a month. A great example of this would be a lady called Elia, who's 24 years old, who's doing over $230,000 a month. She spoke at our event in Dubai this year. I spoke about how she only works like 15 hours a week and she kind of gets bored because her business has been built so well and so well run in terms of the systems we've helped her install that it's got into a great position like that. And with that, what she also has built in is she has good retention systems and good LTV systems. So it's a stable business that scales at high volume. And ultimately, this isn't sexy, but it's actually what gets you what you want. It's people, processes, and actually now integrating AI in the right way into the business. So if you're stuck in the desert in your business right now, you have two options. Option one is you can stay there struggling in the Sahara Desert or the Arabian Desert, wherever you call it in Dubai. Well, option two is you actually make a change and you fix these things. You think about, okay, how can I get traffic in? How can I systemize these things? How can I slowly pull myself out of the trenches and out of the weeds to focus on the high leverage task? And what I want you to do is think about what you've done today or what you're going to do today. Are the things you're doing, are they high leverage or are they low leverage? And if they're low leverage, this means your business is going to stay small, you will stay stuck, and you will not grow. If they are high leverage and are going to compound for you over weeks, months, and years, your business has the ability to blow up. The world is way bigger than you realize. And for you to be able to go out there and conquer it in your business, you have to be willing to put yourself out of the comfort zone by hiring the right talent, getting the right advice in terms of actually where to get them, how to manage the business. And then the thing that most people can't do is implement it and also be focused in the process. And this is exactly what we help coaches do in terms of growing the business. And this is the exact advice I would give to my younger self 5 years ago. And if I was going to look at Charlie 2019 and say one thing, I used to work from a huge point of anxiety, fear, and it's probably one of the things that gave me the most drive. And use what you've got. Like if you have insecurity, negativity, not feeling good enough, use that as fuel and that pain to kind of push you to do the work you need to do. Because you growing your business is really simple. It's still hard work, but it's you just putting the one foot in front of another and thinking, fuck the business plan. Because most people are so obsessed about having the perfect plan, but it's like the Mike Tyson saying, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. The way I think about it, and the way I want you to visualize this, and this is what we're going to talk about at our Dubai Mastermind event in November. If you want to get a ticket to that, hit the link in the bio on my Instagram account. We have an early bird sale of £250 for the tickets for up until the 1st of September. We also have a VIP option, which is a ticket where you get dinner with me, and then you also get a one-to-one coaching call with me for an hour. So that's also an option on there as well. And I don't normally sell time for money, but I want to help people as much as I can. And in the reality, in terms of where you are right now, these types of events are things that really kind of blow you up to the next level. And things that have blown me up to the next level personally is going to events, which is why I'm so passionate about helping other people through them, and exactly why I'm flying all the way to Las Vegas to spend time with Alex Ramosi and his team, to spend time on my business, because I believe that's how you get ahead. And ultimately, if you're not in the position you want right now, you probably know why, and it's the fear that's been holding you back. And the fear is the thing that's probably driven me the most. And the reason you're probably not pushing yourself as much as you should be is you're comfortable. And like, just look what's not working in the business. Who's the person who can solve it for me? Find that person, pay it, pay the ignorance tax, pay the time tax, pay whatever it takes to get it done, and then move to the next level. And that's ultimately how the business grows. And that's literally how we've helped 250 or something trainers at the moment go past 25k a month in their business. What we do is repeatable systems. If you want a repeatable system, 7-figure scaling systems is for you. If you want to pray and hope that leads land in your inbox, then you can continue to do so. And I wish you all the best luck in the world. If you took value from the podcast, smash the like button and check out the next one coming up now.